All right. So I'm eating yogurt right now, and I'm watching a little bit of TikTok, and it hit me. I haven't made a video. I recorded one yesterday, but it was only 2 minutes long, and it wasn't very, kind of just like a filler episode, and I don't want to do that. And the reason I haven't posted a video is because the holidays, and I've been gone. As you can tell, I have some stubble. Got a little bit from all the food over the holidays, but yeah, I think mostly what I wanted to just talk about is the law of just detaching, you know? And that's something that I've really been trying to apply to my life right now. These past 2 weeks have been really weird. And it's kind of weird to talk about it on camera because it's just it's not a normal phase of my life for me, and it's something that I have to overcome, and that's new for me as a person and as an entrepreneur. And so really I haven't been working really. The weather has been aiding me from doing that, but it's also been this weird season. I'm supposed to be getting dumped on in snow, but it's just raining periodically. And I'm just well, this is my building stage, so this is what I should do. And so I closed my books a month and a half ago because there was a cold snap, and I was it's going to snow soon here. And so I closed my books. Bad choice. But moral of the story is, and this is advice that I need to hear too, is detaching from the feeling of what's going on. Detaching your feelings from your goal will help you reach your goal faster, better. Just you'll become a way better person in between. Because when you stop trying to live a life of trying to reach, and you start being in alignment with what is, then everything starts to change, because you're no longer running in this cycle of, oh, I need to go get it, or I'm on my way to go get it. No, it's live in alignment with you have it, and detach from the feeling of the work in between. And I keep touching my hair, bro. I can't tell if I need a haircut. What we thinking? Seems like I do need a haircut. Anyways, I don't know. I think it's so... The world has changed so much that there's no excuse to just be a lazy bum anymore. I think so many people have had lazy excuses for the past couple of years. And it being the new year is kind of making me reflect on the world and the spot everybody's in right now. I know not everybody's the same, but yeah, I think that's what mostly I've been struggling with, is detaching myself from the feeling of working towards my goal, instead of living in a life that's aligned with it. And I've been seeing a bunch of videos all over my For You page, tons and tons of stuff. And right now is the time for you, and I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to people who ever watch. But this is the year, man. You got a clean slate, and don't be a New Year's resolutioner. Don't be. That's what I was talking about in some of my other recordings. I don't even know if I posted them. But I was just sitting back, and I was just I don't want to be a New Year's resolutioner. I want to be in the steps already going forward, so that way into this next year, I'm already in my momentum. I don't want to make it a habit change because the new year I have a new slate, I should become a different person. It's an ever-growing process, and every day I want to continually be better. And all these people who are New Year's resolutioners, let's say they go to the gym, People start going to the gym, which is every year. And they start in January, and they don't see an immediate result, so they stop in March. And like, just don't let yourself be that. Don't let yourself think, well, I'm not seeing results immediately. Like, you're not going to get rich quick. I'm sure, well, there's quicker than others, but you're not going to get rich in a week. All right? That's just not how it works. And there's a lot of learning before your breakthrough with anything in general. And so that's kind of been on my mind. And I think I've also been struggling with anxiousness towards my own personal life with whatever it may be, because I think I lost a bit of my identity and security in work because I became I felt like I was no longer valuable. I'm not working, and so I feel like I provide nothing. And that's how a man's brain is wired, is if I don't work and I'm not providing, I'm worth nothing. And that's the raw reality. If you produce nothing, if you're not calm, if you're not well-spoken, if you're not well thought out, if you're not producing an outcome for people who are depending on you, your worth it goes down. And so that's something that I've been really struggling with, is my worth in terms of my work season. And I lost some identity in that, so I've been really anxious towards the relationships in my life, because this work, I've just stopped working. I feel like I'm worth not a lot. And a lot of it too is, man, being an entrepreneur, you just have to be faithful in God. I think this is probably the furthest I've been from him in a fat minute. And it's just because I'm distracting myself with my phone, with people. The raw reality is I need to set goals before myself. And once everything is done for the day, then it's time to go do other things, right? And it's just like reading a book. You don't read a book and then read a book and then read a book. You read a book, apply it. And then once you're done applying it, or once you think you're in a right space, that you've built a good habit, then you move on to the next book. And right now I've just been well, I know I need to do this, but I'm just going to distract myself with this because I don't have time. And that's a big lie that I've been I've been telling myself, or that I've been fed lies from the enemies, that I don't have time. I don't have time to read my Bible. I don't have time to work towards my goals. I don't have time to go to bed early, which makes no sense, literally no sense. And I think one of the biggest disciplines that you got to take to just get your life back on track too, honestly, is sleep. Because it's so easy to be well, I feel fine. It's 1 a.m. I feel fine. And then you wake up the next day, it's 11 in the afternoon, and you're up, and you're just well, half my day is gone. And so, yeah, I think this is a raw reality kind of video. It's just a raw reality kind of video. It's as much as I want this account to be business, I think it's also motivation and mentality. Not motivation, mentality, and consistency. And honestly, I'm being so serious. You can change anything. You can change your habits. It takes 28 days to build a habit. You can change your habits. You can change how you think. You can change your whole life in 60 days. And that's being generous. You could transform yourself in 1 month. If you just work 1 month consistently on hard things that just don't make sense to you, on why you should be staying consistent with them, just try. Just be consistent in the gym. Be consistent in your diet. Be consistent in your work. Be consistent in your discipline. Be consistent in journaling. Be consistent in your faith. Be consistent in your relationships. And I think this is this is a word that I need to hear myself, because I think this past 2 weeks, man, it's been like this. It's just been like that the whole time. And I'm not going to give it excuses, because then I'm saying it's not my fault when it is. And the reality is, you have to take responsibility for your action. Always, always, always. Because the more you play victim to your surroundings, the less control you have over it. Well, this happened because of that. Well, maybe it was your fault, and maybe you could have changed it. You could have changed the outcome. And now you're becoming a victim to your surroundings and stimulus that's coming from somewhere else. So, a little bit of a tangent. I think next video I'm gonna do kind of a video where I jot down everything that I want to talk about, and then I'm gonna take a giant piece of paper and write some of it out and show different angles to just kind of help build an image a little bit. So this is an uncut video again. Bro, I need to shave. I'm gonna get back to eating my yogurt. Today's gonna be a good day, boys. It is. Today, tomorrow, this week, this month, this year will be good. You have to be consistent. You have to believe. You have to you just can't give up. You can't be, imagine your whole bloodline surviving what they survived way before you. Just for you to come out and be like, well, I'm uncomfortable, so I'm going to give up because, just take responsibility. Stand up for yourself. Don't let what other people think of you become your reality. Like, everyone's going to doubt you. Everyone's going to have secret disappointments in their mind on you and place you in a box. And that's why people leave states. Like, people will live in California their whole life, and then they'll move somewhere else. And it's like, because all these people in their life have put them in the box of just, no, they're this way. They're one way all the time. And you're always growing. And so you just have to grow. You have to become better. You have to do more. And so this is a message to myself mostly and to whoever's watching. So, yeah.